może ja poproszę produkcję, żeby załatwiła pani pokój.
I don't blame her.
No, she's been back for a little while now.
At least since 3.
Easily.
Slow curve.
If you start out nice and slow.
This is slow.
Yeah, that's slow.
I know it's slow.
Do your figure 8.
This is my figure 8.
Godzilla has a brain about this size. He is sheer brute force.
Jim, I remind you that this is a silicon-based form of life. Dr. McCoy's medical knowledge will be totally useless.
He's a healer, and let him heal.
That is good. To which God?
We have only one God.
Well, Kong is a thinking animal.
That is unfortunate. There is too much work for one God. No?
The power of God to heal you. The power of God to deliver you. The power of God to lift you up where you belong.
I'd love to be in Silas's show.
Jesus Christ the King, power to light a
And so every day, Mina walks the 2 blocks from her flimsy shelter home to the school. She can hold her head high because somebody now loves and cares for her.
To obtain that kind of communication, Captain, it will be necessary to touch it.
He could be puzzled at the changes that have taken place during his long sleep. But I have no doubt that when he decides to return to land, he'll select Japan.
As an attack by the Soviet Union on the United States, requiring a full retaliatory response upon the Soviet Union.
Democrats found themselves with more power in the House, picking up 26 seats.
Republicans, though, managed to hang on to their majority in the Senate.
E.T. My kids are wild about E.T. Now there's a whole collection of E.T. toys. This one talks.
Boom. What's all this fuss about in the papers tonight, Mr. Cabell?
Wars and rumors of wars.
Crying wolf?
Someday a wolf will come.
There's Elliot on his bike with E.T.
These fools are capable of anything.
In that case, what happens to medical research?
It has to stop.
Why are you hiding? Oh, I joined the army. I should never have done it.
That'll mess me up.
Mess you up. Mess everything up.
Why did you? Sounded exciting, suppose.
You all right?
So what right did you have snapping on me in front of my friends? Why should I have to clean up my room anyway? We can afford a maid more than once a week. Why don't you hire a full-time girl and get the heck off my case? Don't you dare talk to me that way. I'd rather not talk to you at all. I'd rather talk to my father.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mary Lou Henner.
I put in my time and I paid my dues. I went to school, Barbara. It was hard work.
Murder! The thousands.
My ass bleeds for you.
So now you work hard on your game of
Devils. Eternity ends.
It's up to them with his hands outstretched. I'm looking for Alice Cooper.
And would you be kind enough to tell me just how he's going to support a wife on $45 a week?
I'm sure you're not going to want to be a waitress for the rest of your life.
I am studying to be an actress.
You tell me.
I've got something for you, Alice. You old whore. Where are you, Mary?
Oh, we don't have to worry about money.
If that doesn't touch your heart, I don't know what will. If you haven't already gone to your phone to let us know that you're standing with Mark Buntain, please do it now.
Are you coming out?
help you out. All right, give him the tear gas.
Yeah, it is tough. You know, I mean, we started off meeting each other at the modeling job, like I said, and...
We just heard the late news on the radio. Godzilla was seen near Hokkaido.
Mommy, let's go see Godzilla.
What were you doing? What kind of
it was a
job?
go-see. It was Godzilla.
Really? Godzilla?
On brał wszystko zbyt dosłownie.
Ale co to znaczy? Ja pan nie rozumiem, co to znaczy dosłownie? W jakim sensie dosłownie?
Wagen Borgenhyper und haben aber geschickt nicht wirklich an der Bank zu schaffen, zamuchen. No wie pani... Czy ja mu poprosił papierosa?
She's right. Sarah, there's nothing wrong with being middle class. Nothing. The point is what you're doing.
What's it supposed to do?
Pushes his nose down so he doesn't look like a pig.
Beaver, will you stay out of this? That's pretty ingenious.
Tonight, clearing and much colder with diminishing winds, low 5 to 10.
Look at what Williams does. You see where his hands are? This is really a sin in boxing. You have to be very good to carry your hands down there like that.
Northwest winds diminishing to 5 to 15 miles an hour. Friday, mostly sunny. But cold, high in the lower middle 20s. Again this afternoon.
You can't be serious. The thing is virtually made out of stone.
Help it. Treat it. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
And I don't love you anymore.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
You're a healer. There's a patient. That's an order.
Join, please.
It is clear there will have to be more compromise. So tonight on Freeman Reports, we thought we'd take a look at the election results with two candidates who will not be returning to Congress in January.
Yeah. Yeah. Opponents, no work.
Oh.
Come on. Give me a reason. Come on, give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Tell it we're trying to help. The mechanism.
And then I said, I know I'm dealing with demons to myself. So I said, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. I command you to be bound in Jesus' name.
Understood.
Immediately that woman just became like a little girl, like a little lost girl. And her voice changed and I realized I was dealing with demon powers.
I'm Father Connolly, an old friend of Rocky's. He'll come out for me. He'll listen to me.
This is a job for the police, Father. You'll need a priest later.
Top priority, scramble a message. All set, sir.
Circuits?
Well, the first thing we have to recognize is that if half of Los Angeles is destroyed, maybe 80-90% of the people will be dead.
It's all your fault. I wouldn't have put it on in the first place if it hadn't been for you.
And there will be fewer mouths to feed, and those of us who will survive will have more water and food to divide up.
Look at it. Look at the tears in the mud, and it's sopping wet.
Try holding your breath, Mr. Pitt, and then we won't trouble you.
Darn. People went west for many reasons, to find fortunes, gold, and whatnot. But the real lucky ones were the Laurie and Ricky Bells. They found each other.
A different love, all affected by those strange twists of fate and the inevitability of human nature. Miss Tita, desperate for happiness. Millie, enchanting but doomed.
What do you suppose little Anna's bedroom might look like? That could be fun to think about. Let's make believe about the neighborhood of make-believe. The night before Anna's birthday.
I can't believe what I'm doing.
I love you. Can I see you in front? Yeah. And listen to my heart go bumpity bum.
Dusty, what we had was so wonderful. Most people never have those feelings.
That was then, Sue Ellen.
JR, I get the feeling our relationship has changed somehow.
No, it's exactly the same. I make the decisions and you do as you're told.
Mother, I think I love him.
Some of you may be harassed or driven or tormented by filthy memories or voices in your mind. Some of you might have this terrible habit of constantly undressing people, and it's only because demonic powers are trying to use your mind.
And in 1815, Goya was summoned before the Spanish Inquisition to answer accusations of painting an obscene picture.
That's right, Lieutenant. Just beam it down to me immediately, and never mind what I want it for. I just want it. Now move.
The Naked Macha is a forerunner among paintings that people have often found disturbing because they make public what it's felt should be private. Quite a number of Goya scholars don't like it either.
A demon of doubt must have a mind to doubt through. A demon of lust must have a physical body to express its vile cravings and desires through.
You know, they're not serious. They're fun. They're not intended to be serious hats. And we do adore the idea of black hats because it really frames the eyes and makes that, you know, terribly mysterious.
Then we have Miss Kathy Kusner of the United States, Mr. William Steinkraus, Miss Kathy Kusner again, and William Steinkraus again.
Scatting. Host Carmen McRae takes us on a journey through the history of this marvelous jazz tradition on women in jazz.
After you've fallen a million times and you've picked yourself up and you've won quite a few times and you've put yourself through the paces and you've seen the rewards for it, then you develop a deeper love for it.
This is not a commercial. If you think measles, mumps, whooping cough, or polio are nothing to worry about, you'd better think again, because they could make your child go blind or deaf. They can cripple or kill. To protect children, you have to get them immunized. Get them their shots.
Wasn't she a meanie?
Yes.
With Crest, your kids could have even fewer cavities than you did.
Let's go, Bobby! Right quick!
He says, I'll give you a blessing there won't be room enough to receive, and more. I will rebuke the devourer for your sake.
This man is searching for the cure to a raging force dwelling within him.
The story behind David Soul's wife-beating arrest revealed. A Jekyll and Hyde monster? Find out in The Inquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
I think that was what the words were, words to that effect. I wasn't there. I don't remember what he said. That was only reported to me.
I think it's pure nonsense.